Hey guys, welcome back to the Pack Legacy Challenge. I'm Samy Bee and I have some big news to share with you. I think today's going to be our last episode of this chapter. I was going over the rules and I know you guys have been begging me to release the chapter rules and I think today's the day. So I am going to have a list in the description or on my website. I'll have to figure that out, but keep an eye out for that. But this is just a little snapshot of what the rules are right now so we can go over what's existing together. So as you can see, we're in the country life chapter, and what I suggest to you guys is that we would probably break this up from, because I combined, you can see here it says expansion, horse or cottage living and horse ranch, but there's so much to explore in each world and each pack that I think it's better, if we want more bang for our buck, to separate the two. And I thought that they would work really well together, especially because this is all about farm life. But you can also maybe incorporate it like something like me, where we do like chapter 1 and chapter 2 is kind of just a branch off of country life, and it's more like ranch life instead of country life, right? Because the next chapter is all about Rose going off and living her best life with horses, and it's not so much about gardening, and it's more about like ranch life and making wine, and that's why I thought it would work really good on the farm. But as you guys could tell by the past 57 episodes, that it is a lot of work. It is a lot to maintain. We got chickens, llamas, cows, we had sheep, we had goats, I wanted a dog, I wanted a cat, we never got there. We had a horse, gardens, oversized crops, and we had the knitting, and we had was it cross stitching, I think, and we had to collect all of the berries and all of the nectar we had to make. And I mean, realistically, the nectar could still be part of the next chapter, so we don't have to worry too much about that. But what I was hoping to do is get everything done, and I don't know if this is getting like tedious and boring for you guys to watch, but I thought it would maybe be a good transition to begin a new chapter. And even if we're carrying over some of the same rules, I think it's time to more focus on the ranch life. So that's why I think it is time to say goodbye to this house, this property, and I think today's going to be the last day that we're going to enjoy the beautiful ranch life in Henford-on-Bagley. So I don't know, you guys are very quiet in the comments, so let me know if you have any thoughts about that. If you're like, no, we're good staying, but I think it's time to move on. So as you can see here, we have everything red is checked off. So under aspiration, I have 2 highlighted because we still have country caretaker, which was crystal beans, and we are on the last what do you call it, I guess chapter 4 here. And the last thing she had to do is win a competition, and here's the thing, we did. It's just, it wasn't her that submitted the item, because you're only allowed to submit 1 item per sim. So her crops and Chrysilia's pies placed first, but it just didn't happen to be Crystal Bean that put the crop in there. So I never did look up the cheat to just click and check that off how some sims do it, but I think it's fair to say that we check that off. So whether we physically check it off with a cheat or just to pretend that it is checked off, since it is the last one, it's not like we can't move forward. It would literally just say that she's accomplished it and she'd get the points and stuff. But I mean, that's something we can maybe do. I probably should have looked it up for this episode, but it has been insane. It has been insane. Life's been insane. So anyways, that's kind of, I would say that that's checked off. And then the last one is championship rider, which is Rose, and we haven't really checked off much about that, which is why, and there's actually only 1 chapter about it, so that actually probably won't take too long. So chapter 2 might actually be quite shorter than chapter 1. We might even just kind of carry on, but just focus on a second chapter. I don't know what you guys think about that, but I think it would be nice to give this gameplay new life. So that is my thoughts on that. So we've crafted all of the nectar bottles except Vitality, and the only thing we're waiting on is Death Flower, which we had at one point and we sold it, which don't do what I did. We have to knit the entire knitting collection. So another reason why I thought it was good to maybe move on is because I don't think you guys want to watch gameplay of Rose sitting on a rocking chair knitting item after item after item after item after item after item. That's probably not fun to watch. So that's kind of why I'm like testing the gameplay with you guys. So some of these goals aren't particularly set in stone. So for example, I mean, she's not level 10 yet, but we have many categories. We have animal clothing, sweaters, socks, beanies. You guys know that we've been knitting the entire sock collection. I think we actually did finish, but there's so many other categories. There's also objects, and each category has tons of objects. So I think for challenge sake, I'm going to change that rule to knit one of each category. And then if you want to do more, you're more than welcome to, right? Like, kind of the intention was like to knit and sell and live off the land. And we were just so busy focusing on getting goals done that we never really sat and kind of enjoyed living off the farm. It was just go, 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 rush, rush, rush. We always had kids to take care of. I mean, that is basically farm life. So, I mean, it kind of worked out in the end. But so I think some of these rules that you see here, obviously they're going to change. So if you are going to do this challenge, just wait till I release it. I will do that this week and I'll show you guys where. So I'll keep you guys updated. But that's kind of why I was thinking it's time to move on. And then obviously, since the new rule is to knit one of each category, and we haven't yet, when we move on to Rose's chapter in chapter 2, which will be ranch life, I think we'll call it, she will then finish that goal off and knit one of each item. I know this episode is a lot of talking, but we have some things to take care of. Okay, so again, unlock all knitting items. So that would be ideal, but we don't have to do that. That can be something you guys do in your own time if you're not filming. But again, like, for content's sake, I want to make the video enjoyable and fun to watch and not just sitting watching someone knit. And as you could tell, like, I definitely tried, and it was hard to even just Late doing it over and over and over. Experiment with the sweater curse. I wish we would have done that with Late while he was still alive, but Rose still has to reach level 10, so she's more than welcome to do that. I mean, she's pretty much our only candidate to do that. Buy animal clothing from the creature keeper. Actually, we did do that, so that's checked off. Craft all treats and feed each treat to each different animal. So we actually have 3 more treats, and if I scroll down here, you guys can see the treats. And there is golden treat, pumpkin treat, and rainbow treat. Those are the only 3 treats left. So I was thinking, again, we'll carry that on into Rose's kind of generation. So she'll probably have to get a cow and a llama after we learn the recipe, because I think it's just going to be a lot if we have all these animals. And so I think what we're going to do is learn the recipe first and then get the animals, feed it to the animals, and then we can sell the animals just to get that goal checked off. Because realistically, I feel like there's no reason why we shouldn't have been able to check these off in 57 episodes of this chapter. But this is actually, between this and my Not So Berry challenge, check it out here, this is my first time ever actually filming gaming content. So I'm kind of new to this, and especially starting out, I just wasn't really sure how to create content for you guys and how to make it enjoyable, and also how to enjoy having fun doing it myself. So that's a huge reason why a lot of this stuff has been tricky, because it's a huge learning curve for me as well. So if you've made it this far, I do want to thank you, because it means so much to me, and you are the reason why I make these videos. So We made all of these recipes. That was easy. We gardened all of that. We had, it looks like we've kind of checked off, like we've got wool, chicken eggs, cow milk. Like obviously we haven't really gotten the rainbow egg or the pumpkin egg, I don't think, or the orange egg, or maybe we have, or the golden egg. I don't know why those are checked off, but it says they are. I don't know if we're gonna have to get every single type of wool. There's not, I don't believe there's a collection that says like these are the wools that you can get. There's like I think with Country Life, I forget the name, Cottage Living, I think the only new one, oh they're red now, that's cool. The only new one is the Village Fair ribbons, and ideally what I would like to do is check off each collection with each new expansion. However, as you guys could see, it's like literally impossible to collect every single ribbon. It is. It's just, it's not possible. You can just try your best, but that's obviously not a requirement for the challenge. Canning, we canned everything. We also collected all of the horse manure. And then the other thing, it was plants to acquire. The only one we're missing is the mysterious mushroom. I've looked far and wide. I don't know what we're missing, but if we go into collections and find gardening, we found almost everything, including the base game. However, there are 2 mushrooms from Cottage Living that we haven't found yet, and I would have to say that that should be a requirement, but we're 57 episodes in and we haven't found it yet. So here's the thing. I was watching someone do a pack legacy challenge, and I stopped watching because they didn't complete the goal of finding everything. But now I'm starting to think that I'm not saying it's not possible, but I'm saying for filming's sake, it might take you 50 episodes to just find one of these mushrooms. And again, like as a content creator, we still have to make the content engaging for you guys. So I understand now why she decided to give up on looking for, actually for her it was this kit here, the camp. I don't know why I can't think of the name of any kits right now, but she couldn't find like a specific berry or something. And I was like, oh, she didn't finish the mission. My OCD is kicking in. I don't want to watch. But I get it now. So if you guys feel the same way that I did, it's because we cannot spend 50 episodes looking for one thing. I just think that content would be very good to watch. So I don't know about the mysterious mushroom. Actually, apparently there's 2 here that we haven't found, and there's only one thing on our list that hasn't been found. That doesn't really add up. Not sure what's going on there. We haven't lived in Chestnut Ridge yet, so that's why I think we're going to move on to chapter 2, and that's going to be where we live there. So, skills to master: riding and have a horse master all skills. I don't know if it's possible to master all horse skills, but once we move on to chapter 2, that's something that we're going to have to try to find or figure out, but it might not be something we can do. But we will give it a shot. We'll give it our best shot. Try line dancing. I did look for that. I couldn't find it anywhere, so we'll try that in chapter 2, but that again might not be a requirement, because if it doesn't come up for everybody, maybe it's just shouldn't be a requirement. Throw a ranch gathering and a ranch animal day. So we haven't done that yet, and again, that'll be chapter 2, as well as enter horse competitions. I don't think we've done that yet, but chapter 2, kind of more focusing on the horse ranch. But that's kind of why chapter 2 really carries on from chapter 1, because we are, it's the same vibe, it's the same cottage living, but like moving on to a ranch. And if you could imagine like those ranches in the mountains, and you know, those big massive houses, and they're made out of stone, and we're kind of moving up in the world from little farm town to big mountain life. So that's kind of the vibe we're gonna go for. And then you can see here everything that we've kind of checked off. We've met a bunch of people, we've focused on all the interests, the skills, shopping, vacationing, and then upgrade animal shed and chicken coop with all upgrades. So as you can see, it has been 57 episodes and we've only received one upgrade part for the animal shed. And I know we haven't really been trying crazy hard to get, but I have had multiple sims with multiple jobs from multiple people of the town, and we've still only received one upgrade part. So I would say with that goal, let's try to focus on upgrading one animal shed. It would be ideal if all of them had the security and everything like that, but even still, I haven't been able to upgrade one, so I don't even know if that's going to be a requirement. It's just try to upgrade an animal shed. I don't know yet. I mean, like, again, it's been a lot of episodes and there's some things that just have not been easy to check off the list, so it's not fair to make it a requirement, but more like a challenge. Like, try to do it, but if you don't hit that goal, you're not going to fail the challenge. You're not going to fail this challenge no matter what. The game is different for everybody. And it's not like it's like the Not So Berry challenge where you have like 4 rules. Like, it's challenging yet easy to accomplish. You know, max level 10 cooking and max the politician career. You know, it's like, that's doable. But like having 1,000 things that you have to do, it's not as easy. Okay. It's not easy. We've gone on picnics. We've competed in each fair, and I think that's good enough. We don't have to collect each ribbon. Obviously, we want to get first, but we did compete in each fair, and that's good enough. So that is the rules. Now you've had a sneak peek to what I've been going off of and what I've been editing and entertaining. And so with all that being said, I think we're just going to make this a little short goodbye episode, and I'll probably pack everything up off camera just because you guys don't need to see that. But again, thank you guys for being here, and I think it is time to say goodbye. Oh, and Forrest aged up and start a new chapter, so I hope you guys are ready. So finale is today. So Forrest aged up. This is, I think Forrest is, oh yeah, the little guy. So he loves fishing. So if there's a fishing trait, I don't know if there is, but I think he should have it. Okay, so I'm gonna give him the animal enthusiast because it goes with the chapter. And he also earned a bonus trait, romance. I'm sorry, what? Bonus. Oh, sorry. The bonus trait is high self-esteem. And his romance was, I guess, the highest? I'm confused because it looks like he just reached romance level 2. But I don't think that was his highest skill. And plus, I don't think kids can have the romance skill, so I don't know why he aged up as romance level 2. I have many questions. Okay, we're gonna give him obviously the England Ace aspiration. Well, we probably won't take him with us on chapter 2. There he is. Oh my. That's something that should probably be edited in cast, which I'll just do off camera. We got more dark chickens, and it looks like also Rose is really enjoying her time with her little daughter. Oh, but she is about to pass out. So there's that. I am gonna miss ranch life. I really wish that we would have kind of enjoyed it more and, you know, embraced it and embodied it more. Just because, like, I mean, there's a lot, but you guys know what I mean. But it looks like Cow's happy. Actually, I think Crystal Bean took care of everything really well before we left. Everyone has food, all the sheds are clean, everyone, yeah. Oh, and look at our little Gallop. Oh, his name's Gallop? We named him Gallop. He's learned to eat hay, which is so cute because he was like being bottle fed for so long. Cresselia is also getting pretty old in her age, which actually means that she's the one who has to create the vitality nectar unless we level up someone else to level 5. But that owl sounded really cool. This is crazy though. I can't believe that it's time to say goodbye. Like I'm kind of in shock. Look, first place pie competition. Rare. Pat on the back. That is something we've been trying for 57 episodes and we finally did it. Look at the golden egg. It's spoiled, but nonetheless, we do have one. It looks like Forrest is the only one awake. And he's taking care of the farm. I'm gonna miss everybody. I don't know who we're gonna take. I mean, I feel like we should maybe take the ones that still have unfinished business, but I don't know. Can you hear that? Is that a UFO? Like, what the heck was that sound? Weird. I don't even know, like, what to do this episode. I think this is just kind of our final goodbye. Also, he's fished in this pond many, many, many times. And even though it says manage fish in pond, select the fish you want to stock. Like, I don't know if there's any fish in here, or like if we have to have fish in our pocket and then stock it. Oh, that's probably what it is. Hey. Oh, silly me. Cresselia is awake and hungry, but fear not. We just won some pie at the fair. Also, she baked a bunch of pie, so there's a lot of that in the fridge too. Oh, and he is fishing level 3. She's very inspired. I think she feels very accomplished after years. Like, for them, it's years and years and years of not placing first in their hometown fair. And now that they have, and she's like, my cooking, I nailed it. And the town loved it. And I feel, like, inspired. I feel like I've done good, and I've made my own wine, and I've grown my own fruit, and made my own pies from the fruit. You know, like, very much living off the land. And I think she's very proud of that. And she wants to plant something. Oh, and Forrest caught a goldfish. Maybe. So I'm just curious to see if we can stock. I have no idea. Can we, like, drag it in here? Nope. Okay. I have no clue. Rose is awake and taking care of herself. And also, speaking of taking care of herself, Poppy is still sleeping outside. But hey, she's sleeping under the northern lights. Moon bathing. Haven't we all done that? And she has just unlocked the reach milestone. Probably saw the bunny and it was like, eh. Look at Rose and her little daughter. It's kind of crazy to think that this is going to be like the legacy that's going to continue. Like, Poppy is going to continue this legacy. Like, she's 3rd gen. Oh my gosh. That just blows my mind a little bit. Rose is going to pass Poppy over to Mom because she's about to pass out again. Yeah, literally just in the nick of time. So as soon as she wakes up from that, I'll get her to go to bed and then also eat something because she's also very hungry, and we definitely don't want to lose her as a main character. Oh yeah, eating a jar of jam while holding your baby? Not possible, Rose. Oh, looks like Yossling came in to take care of Rose. You can't pass out with your baby in your hand. This is so glitched. I definitely think it's time to move on, and new world, and this is kind of painful. Oh, she's getting a milestone. I've never heard that sound before. She unlocked the lab because Uncle Yossling is watching her. Oh my gosh, that is so cute. Aww. That's kind of cute to see, like, the whole family looking after the one infant in the family. Oh, everyone came in here to watch her milestone be unlocked. Oh, Uncle Yossling just gained a sentiment with Poppy. He's like, I'm so glad you don't feel like I'm too old to have fun with you. Oh my gosh. Oh, I feel like I just saved Pathin. He was just about to eat the cake. Please don't eat the cake. Why don't you feed Oh, you idiot. Can you die from, like, cow plant? Like, do they always spit you out? I feel like he's not gonna feed him now. He's probably terrified. Yep. He is terrified. And now he smells gross. Oh boy. Oh, and look at all this stuff that's broken. Oh my goodness. Why is Rose awake? Rose? I see how this episode's going. Alright, we'll just get Uncle Yosling to take care of Poppy today. Oh my god, did you see Poppy's face? She looks so mad and that is so cute. Oh, look at her. Look at, she looks right pissed. Oh, she's really tired. What if we gave her a nap? He's a really good uncle. That's so sweet to see. I really love that we're ending the final episode on such a wholesome family day. I kind of want to just play a little bit of each character and say goodbye to them, so we'll leave those two be. Pathin's next. Pathin is the fisherman. He's having a good time in the bath. This guy loves water. Oh, I just feel like I'm like left feeling very wholesome and like I am really gonna miss them. I hope you guys do too. I'm not ready to say goodbye. I'm kind of, yeah. It's sad. Ooh, Kennedy's calling. Yoslang. I'm wealthy, very wealthy. Just last month, blah 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 blah. You caught my eye. I have gifts for you? I feel like he's so innocent. He'd be like, really? You like me? Maybe. Hey, that's great. I'd love to send a limo, but I'm kind of a cheapskate. I'll be waiting at best blah 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 blah. Where is that? I feel like that would be Yosling's chapter. I feel like he would maybe go. Or I feel like he would say, that does sound nice, Miss Stranger. I don't even think they know each other. Not really. Like, it was a nice little flirt, but I feel like he's kind of like, as much as I would love to meet you, I'm really enjoying my time with my niece, and they're moving tomorrow, and I think it would be best if I spent some time with them. Oh, that's actually such a cute story. I think that's what he would say, but like, ideally, that would be a really cute chapter. And now I'm going to have Pathin go for a little walk down to his favorite fishing spot. Oh, he's too uncomfortable. He'll be uncomfortable. He'll be fine once he gets over here. It won't be dirty surroundings over here. Ooh, look at that big fish. Crystal Bean is awake and wants to go yell at her brother, but I think I have other plans. It would be best if we made friends with the birds and try to get a couple more treats if possible. Pathin, I wonder if he's in a better mood. Oh, he's just cleaning up down here. He's like, it is still filthy, so I'm gonna clean up. I feel like he really cares about the environment. That would have been a cute trait to give him too. Oh, look at Uncle Yosling still playing with Poppy. She's like really thinking about him. All right, let's see angry Crystal Bean. I'm gonna miss that. She's always been angry. Oh no, Evening is dying. I hope it's not from hunger. It could be. Oh my god. I really hope not. We're gonna take the gift offered by the flock of birds and let's hope it's something we don't have yet. Rainbow wool. I don't know if we've actually gotten that. Pot of gold, not included. Ooh, it is rare. I definitely think that that's new. So I think we'll have to have a bird tree when we move. Also, these plants look really cool. They kind of look like tall pumpkin plants, which is like kind of not a thing, but that would be really cool. Oh, and he caught a salmon. Good for him. Yosling is taking a little nap after taking some time with Poppy. Poppy's taking a little nap too. We really played each other out. Little Forest is sleeping. We'll have to play with him before we end this chapter today. We collected 9 eggs. Wow, that's quite a bit. I'm gonna give all my wool to Rose since she's the one who's gonna be taking over the knitting legacy. We have 4 hatchable obsidian eggs. Wow. Wow, that's a lot. And we have 16 normal obsidian eggs. I'm just gonna sell these because they're a really good way to make money. Look at all of our angry chickens. We sure have, well, I mean evil chickens. They're not necessarily angry. Oh, she got squeamish. Probably really gross. Yeah, she's never liked cleaning out the barns, but she always enjoyed hanging out with the animals, getting away from the high life society. Like, remember when she was a teenager, she was all about that, like, girly girl stuff. And then she decided being closer to nature was more important to her. Oh, another hatchable obsidian egg. Oh, Poppy is starving. Looks like Rose is on it this time. It actually looks like she's starving herself, but we'll have to take care of baby first. And yeah, look at that. Enter a master horse competition. Rose is indeed ready to move on. I don't know if I should pin that. Maybe. Because I don't know if we can with like a baby horse, but maybe we can have 2 horses where we live. Oh, look at that. Look who came to say hello. Late. Or goodbye, I guess. Aw, this really was like a whole circle episode, wasn't it? Oh my gosh, you guys. Well, it is nighttime. It's 12 a.m. and I think it's almost time to say goodbye to everybody. Goodbye, Late. We'll get Crystalia to say goodnight. She's like, oh, I'm so sorry it's so messy in here. Oh, he's thinking about their marriage. He's like, I will always be married to you, even in the afterlife. Oh, that's so sweet. Rose will be taking with us, so we don't necessarily have to spend any time with her. I think we spent a lot of time with Yoslang. Goodbye, Yoslang. Crystal Bean. We're gonna miss your garden, your angry attitude. But we always know we can come back for any kind of fruit or vegetable or berry because Crystal Bean's garden has it all. Pathin, he'll be fishing till he is 80 or 90. We're gonna miss you, buddy. And Forest, we didn't get to... Oh, wait a minute. Which is the fisher? Are they both fisher? Am I getting confused? I think Forest was always enjoying fishing. I think he's gonna grow up to be a lot like Pathin. I've always kind of mixed those two up, so I think that's kind of how their chapter is gonna go, is he's gonna be really close with Pathin. Even I can see them living together, like later on in life. We didn't really get to do much to say goodbye to him, but we did get to see him age up and... Wow. I guess that's it, you guys. That is the end of the chapter. Say goodbye to the chickens and all the animals, except for Gallop. We're taking Gallop, but this is the end of the country life era. Thank you guys so much for watching chapter 1 of my Pack Legacy Challenge series. I hope that this inspires you to dive deep into The Sims, and I can't wait to see where the rest of the chapters lead us because we have a long journey ahead of us. Thank you guys for being here. Like this video, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next chapter. Bye guys.